sick of chasing payments every month? The builder says they're waiting for the client to pay them, or the office is still processing it, or worse, they don't respond to emails and they don't pick up your call or return your call. Hi, I'm Kevin from Cornerstone Estimating, and in this video, I'm going to show you what you can do if a builder continues not to pay you. Section 1. Document everything in writing. Up until this point, and generally speaking, you really want to try and get everything in writing. Even just an SMS or a photo or an email just to confirm what was agreed, what was the instruction. All of this documentation will actually help maximize your chances for your company being paid during payment time. Because everything you've said to date has been documented and is in writing, there is literally no place for the builder to hide. They know that you can't be picked on because everything is in writing, and if it were to go to court, the truth will just come to light. None of it has ever been hidden. I see it happen all the time. Subcontractors trust the builder, they operate on a handshake or verbal agreement, what they discuss over the phone. Because they haven't got everything in writing, it eventually backfires on them. Because the people that they speak to, the PMs, the CAs, site managers, although these people are honest and hardworking individuals, they are literally just middlemen or employees, and they can often be superseded or overwritten by senior management or their bosses. Trust me, I know, I used to be a CA, but now I'm not. Section 2. A common scenario. So let's say you've submitted a proper payment claim for the works completed up to end of June 2025. 10 business days later, say call it 12th of June 2025, the builder submits to you a payment schedule. You read it, you look at it, there's some reductions or whatever, but you agree to it. Cool. As the due date nears, let's call it 30 days from end of month, so 30th of July 2025, you should start getting your ammunition ready. So let's say on around the 29th of July or a few days before the 30th of July, you can give a call to the PM or the CA and remind them that the due date for your payment is coming up in a few days. Now, depending on how much you want to keep working with this builder and maintain this relationship, I've drawn up a quick table to visualize what your options are. So very quickly, I've just done up this table here. You can see that on the left hand side we've got number of business days from 30th of July, which is the due date for your from your payment. So in this column we have you want to work with and maintain the relationship with the builder. That's fine. In this column, you do not want to work with the builder anymore or in the future. So here we go, 1 business day. We'll focus on this column more. So under SOPA, which is the Building and Construction Industry Security of Payment Act in Victoria, you can send a notice to suspend works giving the builder 3 business days notice that you will not be returning to site until payment is made. This will put a significant amount of pressure for them to pay you, because if you don't come back to site to do the works that you need to do, it significantly delays them, and they also have a contract that they are obligated to their client. So we'll keep moving. So on the 4th business day, right, if you want to keep working with the builder, you're gonna have to just keep calling and emailing and hope for the best and pray, I guess, if you like. In this column, you've got because of the notice that which you submitted on the first page, on the first business day, you do not return to site, and you will not be liable for any liquidated damages or any back charges for not adhering to the program. So this is called lawful suspension, and you've obligated everything under the security of payments to make sure that you are safe from not returning to site, and you will not be held to account for that. Okay, so by this time, hopefully, the builder is really, really urgently trying to pay you because they need you to finish the work, basically. Alright, so here is critical turning point, the 10th business day. So I've got the same answer in both columns, and basically you need to lodge an adjudication application to an authorized nominating authority of your choice. This option is less common because it requires knowing about the Act, and many subcontractors don't know about the Act. And also, by the time subcontractors decide that they want to do something about it, it's usually well past the 10 business days allowed for you to do something about it. So yeah, it's important to mention this because you only have 10 business days to do this before it lapses, and lapses all the time. So yes, what that also means is if you do this, you also need to have an identical copy. So whatever you give to the authorized nominating authority, you also need to give an identical copy of what you gave them to the builder. and that that probably won't go very well with your relationship with him, but you don't have a choice because you only have 10 business days in this column as well, right? And yeah, after the 11th business day and beyond, you forfeited your right under the act, and then you've got to look at hiring a lawyer and getting your funds back through common law, which is much more expensive to get a lawyer involved. Oh, also, I should mention real quick, when they do pay you, you actually do need to come back to site and continue to fulfill your obligations under the contract, because if you don't, you will be held responsible with LDs and back charges and all that other stuff. So the contract is still live, but not terminated. Delays in payment can really impact the cash flow of your business and also your ability to take on more work. Most subcontractors I deal with only decide to take action once it's too late, when all the SOPA timeframes and obligations have lapsed. And then they're left going straight to a lawyer and trying to sort it out through common law. At Cornerstone Estimating, I help subcontractors to respond the right way before they need to go to a lawyer and to get paid what they're owed. If this is happening to you, don't try and figure it out all on your own. Reach out to us in the description box below and we'll sort it out together. See you in the next video.